Okay. 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 We all knew this day would come. It come. Oh shit. I fucked that up. Did I fuck that up? Copy. Did I fuck it up? Dashboard. All right, hold on. I might have not fucked it up. There you go. Damn it, I fucked that up. Whatever, though. We in here. We in here. Let's close this out here. All right. We knew this day would come, and oh my God, am I in my feelings, man. The best way. I could not have prepared for this in a much better way. You know, I knew it was coming, knew it was lurking, found some stuff to do, found some stuff to read, play some games, looked at some old games. But I have to pat myself on the back, and I have to give credit to the fellow PlayStation trolls. There's a couple of them that tried to get me with the Sea of Thieves scores or anything like that, but I had nothing to say about God of War. I had nothing negative to say about God of War. Every prediction I said is probably going to be above 90, just looking at the history of them, and they're going with the new route. Now, 94, I think is this the highest score? I don't know what Monster Hunter did. First Monster Hunter came out, people were like, all right, that's the game of the year. And then Far Cry, all right, that's the game of the year. God of War, Charles, and I'm just curious to see what Spider-Man is going to do. But, so we have a 94. Everybody's happy about this. Now, there's a cool couple things, and hopefully more publishers and developers do this, of what we saw with God of War. The game's done. We can all easily play it. The release date is just for a hype itself. I mean, there's no need to make anybody wait. The game's well beyond gold. The game's completed. Reviews are, I don't understand why there's a week to wait or so. But they want everybody to bask in to the reviews and the hype and talk about it and, drive up sales. I know it's all marketing, even though it should just be playable. You know what I mean? So if I was able to buy the game right now and I put it in my PlayStation and streamed it, I shouldn't get any strikes, no nothing, because it's criminal for this to just be like, okay, well, it's done. We're just going to make you guys wait. But the thing about what Sony and Sony Santa Monica did and what Sony did with this game, with this anticipation, the shit that they're doing is the shit I'd like Microsoft to do with their games. Confidence. To be like, okay, embargo lifts April 12th, a whole 8 days before the game is available. We're so fucking confident we're going to make this thing 8 days before the game come out. We already know our metacritic. We already know. It's like they know what the game's going to score. They know. Right? So they did it. And bingo. I mean, anybody who lifts their embargo a week and a half before the game come out, the game's going to be the shit. I'm sorry. Who does that? The game's going to be, I'm just pissed now that it's not available. You know what I mean? There should be some sort of pre-order bonus to let us play now. Dog. Like, I mean, I don't have and I'm going to admit something. I'm going to show you guys something. I don't have the game. I do not have the game pre-ordered. I don't have it pre-ordered. Not because I have a disdain or a distake for God of War. Nothing. No. See, I'm in the store. I can pre-order digitally. I'm mostly digital. I'm digital, complete digital on the Xbox, and I do it 50-50 on PlayStation. There's only, and if you guys notice the trend when it comes to PlayStation exclusives, especially if they're big enough, right? for the most part, I don't pre-order them because I have my fingers crossed. My fingers crossed that I can possibly get this game early. I don't give a damn if it's by 3, 4, or 5 days. Chances are in the next 3 or 4 days, I should have this game. I like doing that. Being able to get the game early, rub it in, show it off, play it, stream it. You know what I mean? If I can. But that's the only reason why I don't have it pre-ordered. Because I got a feeling I could get, I'm going to get it early, and I'm going to take advantage of that. And if I can't, then I'll pre-order it on the 19th or something like that and preload it. Right? So, this is what's wrong with you PlayStation fanboys that I see in the chat. Extremely wrong. This is what's extremely wrong with you guys. You guys have a clear-cut shot game of the year, right? This game's available for everyone. It ain't like nobody's cannot get it. Who doesn't own a PlayStation? But the first thing you guys do, it's like I don't understand if you appreciate your exclusives that you brag about so much. It doesn't look like you guys appreciate. Because the first thing people tend to do, or most of you tend to do, was one. I'm seeing Sea of Thieves meta scores on my Twitter timeline or in my chat. Like, what the fuck does that matter? That should be irrelevant right now. Completely irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. I'm seeing people going at Baron. You know what? Look at these scores, right? Look at these scores. Everything's, I mean, now I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you one thing, right? With these review scores, right? All these 100s, DualShockers, or whatever. Dark Station, Gamer No, Guardian, US Gamer, Polygon. You know, I swear to God, IGN, GameSpot, all these 100 scores, there better not be a flaw in this game. Like, there better not be one flaw in this game. There better not be not one flaw. I don't want no bug, no frame drop, no confusing. I better not get lost. None of that. Because what this tells me, regardless of the type of gamer you are, what you're interested into, this body's preference. These scores overthrows preference to me. I mean, this is a genre shattering, like how Breath of the Wild, and I think personally I still won't touch it, but Breath of the Wild, you got this game in Mario Odyssey. These are genre preference shattering type fucking reviews. Get it? So it's like everybody should like it. Everybody should equally like this game. But the funny thing is, I purposely looked for like the lowest score because I wanted to see what they said about it and what kind of like backlash they got. So I think the lowest score is like 80, which is not bad. You couldn't even I think JKB gave it an 85. He was getting some shit earlier today. Twinfinite. I read the full review, but her biggest complaint, the reviewer that made this one, was about what's his name, Atreus, the little kid, the son. I guess she found him annoying. And there were people in the comment section that said, well, maybe you didn't play it right. As if they played the game. Maybe you didn't play it right. I hear he's very useful in combat. It's like, yo, dog, it's okay. An 80 is not a bad score, especially when there's several 20 plus, 30 plus, 40 plus scores that are in the 90s, hundreds for this game. What did please, I don't think I have a review score for actually Recore. I highly doubt I have a review on Recore. I am not, this video is not damage controlling. It's a freaking reaction. Oh shit, I just realized that. I'm talking to you guys about, there we go, I'm sorry. This was the hundreds and 90s that we're talking about. This was the lowest score right here, which was an 80. And her biggest complaint was your boy, Atreus. It's not in this body, but when you click on the actual review, that was her biggest complaint. People were like correcting her, like, you didn't play the game right if he was annoying to you. Shit was kind of funny. But this is amazing. You know what I mean? And if the embargo is gonna lift on your game 8 days before the game come out, this better be the result. If you, that's confidence. You know what I mean? Bethesda in the past did some shaky stuff. Ubisoft, Microsoft, plenty of. I mean, hell, even some of Sony had their shaky embargo rules on some of their games that they knew were shaky, like and whatnot. So it is what it is. But this is stuff. I mean, I'm not hating. I'm not. Matter of fact, I'll tell you guys this. I've done this plenty of times about God of War. I am only interested in God of War because they changed it. I wasn't interested in the first one, the hack and slash one. I just thought it was like, I play it here and there, but it wasn't something that I thought was GOAT status. I didn't find those games like amazing. There was a disconnect. For me. But when they first showed this one off, when it first had this like E3 reveal or something like that, I'm like, oh, I prefer this way. I was like, some people may dislike it if they're a big God of War fan because of the change, but I like it this way. I will rock with this God of War. That was my initial purchase. I had nothing really negative to say about God of War ever since they showed it. Holy God, my bad. My mic. What are they doing? Thanks, Skip Bayless, for the subscription. Oh God, let me put my. All right, there we go. I had nothing against God of War, and it's I have nothing, and I don't have anything at the moment. I have nothing against the review scores. If it's great, it's great. My biggest, I think, gripe is that anybody who's complaining about the review scores being either too high or too low, especially with the embargo being lifted 8 days before the game is out, don't fucking, like, it's stupid. None of us have experienced the game. None of us played it. You might like it. You might love it. You might hate it. But the thing is, I immediately I'm seeing tweets. I'm seeing videos. People making videos about people being in their feelings about this game, or people already. Shout out to 90s Gamer for subscribing. But people are already like making these a pain, like coming up with these videos saying, "Oh, Xbox people are in their feelings," or fanboys going crazy. Damn, are you just subscribing just to subscribe? All right. People are in a feel. There are people making videos saying Xbox people in their feelings. And the crazy thing is, I purposely got on Twitter, got on YouTube just to scheme through to see if anybody's going to be damage controlling in any. Oh, did I accidentally pre-order? Shit, I didn't want to do that. Okay, I don't think I did it. All right, cool. There are people talking about, is people always by default automatically jump to the conclusion that Xbox are in their feelings when PlayStation get a high review score to game. Now, I will tell you, if somebody smacks me with a Persona 5 review score, I won't give a shit, because the only way Persona 5 can be interesting to me if it wasn't a cartoon looking game, like not cartoon, but that anime style, and if it wasn't an RPG in the state that it's in. If it was a hack and slash, whatever, sure, fine. I'm just not interested in games like Persona 5. Zelda, there was a disconnect with me there. I mean, it was cool. I see why people like it, but it was like, that's a lot. I mean, that score, it ain't my score, right? Shout out to the subscription. That, like, for those games, but like the thing that, God damn, why are people doing that? There's no way. There's no way that, as far as like the review scores of this game, I haven't seen the hate. I have not seen the hate. I've seen people jump to conclusions, but I haven't seen anybody dismiss the scores. I've seen congratulations. I see people talking shit about Phil Spencer and Mike Ybarra for congratulating Sony on another yet great exclusive. But there's already videos and tweets of people accusing people of damage control, and I haven't seen that yet. You know what I mean? If the game is great, it's going to be great. I'm getting it. And if I somehow jump on a bandwagon and the wagon wasn't for me, then and I'll let you know about it. I mean, there's plenty of times I jumped on a bandwagon on a game that I personally felt would be good. Jumped on the bandwagon of Assassin's Creed Origins, but obviously before it came out. Jumped on the bandwagon of Horizon Zero Dawn, but like I jumped on these bandwagons when they were revealed. I just had this little feeling that, man, this is gonna be good. I jumped on the bandwagon on God of War, but I didn't say much about it. You guys just never heard me talk shit about it because there was nothing else really to say. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get it. But this is what I need people to do. And I get it. I need PlayStation guys, stop. If you got a fucking gem, don't go to Xbox guys and Nintendo guys punching them in the stomach and shaking your ass, right? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? As if they don't have access to this game. Stop bringing up a flaw in one of their games or a flaw in the games that they're delivering to highlight your games. You don't need to put down an Xbox game or a Nintendo game to show love to God of War. I mean, the shit speaks for itself. I mean, Sony Santa Monica speaks for themselves. They said, hey, I'm going to put my... This is what Sony Santa Monica did. Did my shit stop streaming? My bad. What the fuck's going on? Bruh, did they flag my shit down? Oh, good. No, I thought my video went down. But, go ahead. So this is what Sony and Sony Santa Monica did. Go. They sat back, put their feet up, and said, hey, what time is it? What time? Lift that embargo. How much y'all want to bet? What we got? You got 92? You got 90? You got 96? You got 94? All right, put the money in the pot. Let's wait about 5 minutes. They waited. Boom. Doesn't matter. Like this is. I just love the confidence. I just love the freaking confidence of Sony Santa Monica, and what they did with this game. You know what I mean? Hold on. If I'm looking very weird, it's because I'm looking at a YouTube screen that looks like it keeps fuzzing out. All right, somebody did say something interesting in the comments. He says, Smooth, people were saying Sea of Thieves would have a larger impact than God of War because it's just another one and done title. Actually, I do remember that. I don't remember who actually said that, but I did hear that before. And maybe that person was misunderstood. Shout out to T Hasith 16. I'm sorry if you think I'm streaming a game. I'm not streaming a game. I will be streaming it as soon as I get it though, which I'm expecting to have it early. So hopefully those who are following me on Twitch are not coming to this video and think I'm like clickbaiting. I'm not clickbaiting. This is reactions to the review. About that person that said something about Sea of Thieves having a bigger impact. Now, I get where that person was coming from. Because you know what, like, come on, we know what Fortnite and PUBG and Minecraft did to the gaming industry. They kind of, we got a ton of those clones. So they had an impact on, and Sea of Thieves could have potentially had that type of impact. I don't think they meant like Sea of Thieves is going to be a better game than God of War, or you're going to enjoy your time with God of War or with Sea of Thieves over God of War. I don't believe I'm not that dumb. But and also the whole Sea of Thieves will be another PUBG. What Jez said, that was misunderstood too. I think it's more of impact and popularity versus the actual but we all see how it went. Yeah, there was quotables that were misunderstood. But not for me, luckily. I was too busy playing a freaking game. But I'm genuinely excited. Shout out to J-Main for following me on Twitch. I'm genuinely excited for God of War. I'm so excited for it that I've been trying to lobby myself into getting an early copy. You know, And if I get I'm going to get an early copy regardless. Whether I don't care if I have to travel for it, I'll do it. I've gotten early copies of Uncharted, Lost Legacy, Horizon Zero Dawn. I've done that. You know what I mean? But you see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm looking at my YouTube chat, and all I see is Sea of Thieves. Dude, like, come on. Like, I'm talking about God of War and their amazing review scores. It's 91 rating. It's the game of the year contender for April. Likely, if I don't think any game's going to score higher. I mean, I don't know if there's going to be another game that comes out this year that scores higher other than Red Dead Redemption, maybe. But you guys got to come on, man. Stop it with this whole Sea of Thieves compared to God of War, Sea of Thieves, nothing in common, man. We get it. Sea of Thieves got a poor Metacritic score. Sea of Thieves it was everything you guys wished for. An oversight. A joke. It was that. You guys are happy. Great. You guys were happy. You wasn't going to play it anyway. All right? You guys weren't going to play that game anyway. But the funny thing is about when it comes to this about God of War and whether it be Spider-Man. Now, I just want to remind you guys, they're not locked behind a cult. You can buy these games. Regardless of what platform you prefer or play on most, you have access to every game that releases. No one's locked out. I'm not going to sit there and play God of War, get to the end, cry, and be like, man, I love this game, and then be mad at my Xbox. This is what happens to you. People will see a trailer of God of War or Spider-Man or get a gameplay demo, they'll play it, and they'll get mad at Xbox. Why? Why can't you just enjoy the fucking game, dog? Like, enjoy the game. Be blessed. Be appreciated. Be appreciative that you experience some form of greatness. That for this time that you're living, you experienced something that excited you. Like, please, there's no game I'll play on PlayStation or Nintendo that's gonna sit there and make me mad at Xbox. Oh my God, my daughter is like being embarrassing. Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Let's look at some God of War screens right quick. I'll be right. Yep. Okay, I'm back. My bad, guys. My bad. So, God of War is here. Clearly, early, the best game this year so far. And people were hyped about 2017. 2017, most overrated year for video games ever. Sure, there were some gems in there. But it was completely overrated. You take out the Nintendo Switch launch. You take out the Zelda and the Mario Odyssey. It's average, dog. It's average. If you think about it, all the hype and all the talk about Horizon Zero Dawn, it didn't even break 90 meta, and that was people's clear-cut game of the year. Now, I appreciated Horizon Zero Dawn for what it offered, but people talk about that game as if it like it was crowned king of 2017, right? But God of War, man. Is it safe to say that it's okay to have a long-living IP that can define multiple generations? Is it fair to do that? Somebody make sure my stream isn't dying, dog. I gotta pay that cable bill. Is it fair? Is it fair? Is it fair to say that? Because a lot of people, they come at Xbox and be like, well, for original Xbox it was Halo, for 360 it was Gears of War, whatever. For PlayStation, I mean, I've only like been a part of two PlayStation generations. That's PS2 and PS4. But the thing is, a lot of people want to be like, well, Horizon Zero Dawn is the game of the generation, or people want to say Bloodborne is the game of this generation for PlayStation. I mean, God of War, like Last of Us, was the game of the generation for PlayStation 3, you know? But God of War has been around. God of War has been around. And this reboot could easily be the game of the generation for PlayStation 4. Easily. Oh, man. Oh, man. Thanks for the subscription. Ask 545 Pro. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm gonna do this. There's nothing I can damage control. There's nothing I can make up. There's nothing I'm not gonna say there's media bias behind it. The fact that there's zero. Look at this right quick. Look at this. There is zero mixed reviews. Nobody have mixed feelings about this game. There's no negative. They couldn't even troll this game. They couldn't troll the game. Nobody could be an asshat and just give the game a 6. Nobody. To get the clickbait? No. They had that much respect. You couldn't even troll the game. So, I have nothing negative to say. I can't wait. Sony has done their job. Santa Monica has done their job. They took a risk. They're making fake accounts, bro. They took a risk, and they brought it home with the slam dunk. You know what I mean? I'm at a loss for words, but I shouldn't be. It's God of War. If we look at the history of God of Wars, they all broke over 92 with the exception of Ascension. That's all. They all broke a 92 with the exception of Ascension. But this was the only God of War that I was looking forward to, for the simple fact that they changed it. It's like starting over. You ever felt like trying to jump into a franchise, but you're so insecure because you haven't had the full experience that everybody else has? Like, everybody's talking about Uncharted, but you haven't touched Uncharted. Everybody's talking about Zelda, but you don't really have the experience in the previous Zelda games or something like that. So you kind of feel like at a displace. You try to be a part of the conversation. I know, honestly, some of you guys have been at, but you don't want to admit it. Some of us as gamers, we completely missed out on some franchise. Now, I didn't miss out on God of War. I just didn't enjoy it or suck its balls like most of us. You know what I mean? I just didn't enjoy it like that. But I was so happy about the reboot factor because I know all of us would be starting from fresh. We're starting from scratch. From the reboot factor, I knew that God of War 1, 2, 3, and Ascension would have nothing to do with this God of War. So it's like, wow, we're all starting new. Like, wow, I was excited for Horizon. None of us have experience with Horizon. It's a new franchise. We all going in this together. And that's what reason I was happy about God of War is because if this God of War was God of War, like the other three, just on the PlayStation 4 with crazy ass graphics. Thanks for the super chat, Anonymous. If this was another God of War, imagine a God of War 3.5 with just in 4K, 60, and the enemies were bigger, and it was exactly like that, but just like with brand new graphics, I would be less interested. Matter of fact, if I saw it with these scores, I'd be shitting on it. I might be damage controlling. I might be hating on it because I wasn't feeling those games like that. Not like that. I was not feeling those games. So if it was one of those games, I would probably have something negative to say. But the fact that it's not, I'm more. I can approach this game like I want to. I couldn't approach this game if it was a God of War 4. If it was a God of War 4, I couldn't approach it the same way. I couldn't share that same hype or the same interest because I've already checked out. You know what I mean? I've already checked out. But what do these what is these review scores, right? A game getting a 94, what does it really honestly do for everyone? Does it validate your hype? Does it validate your pre-order? What does it do? That's what I want to know. Because people were anticipating this date like almost to the same effect that they're anticipating April 20th, the release date. I've never seen anybody anticipate an embargo before. I mean, I understand for those who got to play and review it and they couldn't wait to share their thoughts on the game, but I've never seen a public where the embargo date comes and it's trending on Twitter. People are giving you leaks and sneak peeks of their review. That's what happened. I mean, these dudes know how to sell a game. I mean, damn. Dudes were leaking their reviews. Making previews for their reviews. When the last time you see some shit like that happen? Yo, Jason Elliott said, how much for the God of War challenge, dude? I have to look at some more. I have to do some research and see how bad that really is. Because I'll do the God of War challenge, but I need to enjoy the game and beat the game in its normal difficulty so I can have something to enjoy before I touch that difficulty that they have. And I mean, I'm sure we'll do it. I'll do it, but I ain't doing that shit the week of. No, I'm beating that game. I'm enjoying the game first. Because y'all ain't gonna like what I have to say about the game if I have to do the hardest difficulty as soon as I open it. You're not gonna like what I'm gonna have to say. You guys, all you guys who subscribe for the Blood War stream will unsubscribe because of the shit I would say about it if it's as hard as they're saying it's gonna be. I gotta play it on over. I gotta enjoy it. I'm not even gonna play on my freaking my PlayStation 4 Pro is hooked up to a freaking monitor. I might have to move that over to the freaking TV and just enjoy it and relax. Yeah. No, storytelling in it. No. A hard game, like I said, if I'm playing a game for a challenge to beat it at a certain difficulty level, it's hard to focus on what the game's trying to do to me. As far as immerse me. It's going to be hard to do that. That's why I couldn't get into the Bloodborne story because I couldn't pay attention. I couldn't pay attention at all. You look kind of sad. I look sad. I'm overjoyed. I'm overjoyed. I am overjoyed. I am overjoyed. I can truly say, greatness has finally arrived on PlayStation. They have a couple gems. A lot of gems are completely overrated. But hopefully I can personally validate this score for my liking when I get my hands on the game. All right. But my daughter's giving me early signs for me to go. I'm probably going to be streaming Hellblade later tonight or later today. I'm waiting for Jack move so we can do this UFC challenge. But hopefully we get that done. I'll take a couple more questions before we go. It says, what games are so overrated? I mean, I have a ton of games. Matter of fact, I'm going to do this for you guys. You know what I mean? So, every time somebody calls me a clown, I can just put on the nose. Get it? You're a clown! I got you. I'm going to take care of you, okay? Just have a seat. All right. So, Oh, hold up. Gotta recoup that $150 that God of War difficulty challenge on deck. $150 for the God of War challenge. Oh, bet. Send me a date. Send me a date. Even though I got a couple of challenges to address. Get the deluxe edition, bruh. I'm not pre-ordering it. The only way I'll get any of this shit, right? Oh, wait, hold up. Shut up. I just found something, bruh. Hold up. What is this? Wait a minute. Locked behind a digital deluxe edition is a Death Vows armor set, which increases strength stats. That's like pay to win, right? No, I'm just fucking with you guys. I don't mind. I'm gonna say some fuckery right now. Live on air. I'm gonna say some fuckery. I don't mind a pay to win strategy in a game that's single player. You know why? Because it's a bad practice. It is a bad practice, but you give me the option or the opportunity to strengthen up in a game, whether it be in game or monetarily. I don't mind doing it. Then we're talking about costs. I mean, I guess I don't have a gripe against it as many people would have, but this is exactly what that is to a smaller degree. But I bet people didn't catch that. I bet people didn't catch that though. But I wouldn't mind buying. Like, if God of War allows me to buy freaking stats, health stats, and increase armor or increase attacks, yeah, I'll do it. Matter of fact, if I'm not able to get the game early or a digital deluxe or not digital deluxe or a deluxe edition of the game early from a regular store, I will buy it just for that. Just for that. The other shit y'all can have. How do we set up challenges? I got one for you. Stuart, Dooley, Jason Elliott got 150. All right, Jason Elliott is putting up a challenge for $150 to start the pot. If you want to do a God of War challenge, talk to Jason Elliott because he's the one that's so far putting it up. I don't make challenges for myself. Just to give you guys that, I don't make challenges for myself. I would never do that because if I'm going to make a challenge for myself, it's going to be a challenge I think I can win. I got 52. Yo, if you guys want to start this whole God of War challenge, this is my only conditions. One, you got to talk to Jason Elliott. It's Jason Elliott on Twitter, Jason Elliott on YouTube. And two, you guys gotta let me play the game to enjoy it. Like when the game comes out, I want to play it like everybody else, and then we can fuck around with this this challenge thing. I want to be able to I want to enjoy it. Fucking mad. No, I'm not doing no damn blind. No, because when I would play it on its normal difficulty. For my playthrough, for me to enjoy the game, the challenge is whatever difficulty I said to. That shit, the game is a completely different game, they said, on this hardest difficulty. Well, on the strict, they said that's coming from the developers. Said it would be it would be very challenging. Somebody said they playing max difficulty off the rip. Well, shit. If you are going to do that, I hope to hear from you soon, shortly after, and you can tell me how much of a breeze it's going to be. They said that we're going to allow you to have a separate save for this mode. That's how hard the game is. That they want you they don't want you to fuck up any saves or fuck up your. It's so hard that they don't want you to mess up your original experience of the game. So they're gonna give you a separate save file. We're gonna put this on a separate save file for you, so you can still like the game. Yeah, you gotta unlock it, right? You probably gotta unlock it. You probably gotta unlock it by beating it, at least beating it once. 40 hours? On stream, no help, period, other than chat. Yo. Man, let me know. Yeah, it's a fact. Because the reason why this didn't get the likes immediately because they thought I was gonna be damage controlling the game and whatnot, and I understand. But I'm giving Kratos his hype, man. Well deserved, man. This game's gonna be freaking legit, dog, and I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I cannot wait. But you gotta let me enjoy it, like V2099 said, you gotta let me enjoy the game first. If I get it early, I don't mind starting the week the game out, because if I get it early, I'm confident I can beat the game within before its launch date. Yeah, Randall Thor, I saw your video. You called media bias. You guys want to hear Randall Thor sound like a legit true Xbot in his truest form? Check out the first 3 minutes of his video and then stop it. Don't listen to the rest of the video. Just play the first 3 minutes and go. The game has optional bosses. I love optional bosses. And no, low key, that's what kind of had me a little bit excited later on when they started doing a reveal, because they changed the controls to perform somewhat like a Souls game. I think it's going to be an easier version of the Souls games because it has a difficulty level. So it has to by default be easier. But I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Now, one thing I will say, and when I mention Xbox to this, is that I understand Mikey Barr, Phil Spencer, Aaron Greenberg, they're all paying attention. They take time out of their day to congratulate Sony on putting out another hit. I hope they're taking notes and learning and coming up with ideas that they can do to have somewhat of the same success in some of their own first-party games. I know their direction is a little bit different from what Sony's direction is when it comes to games that their first parties wants to provide. But at some point, you have to imitate. Sometimes you have to imitate and add your own spin on it. You know what I mean? If seeing God of War evolve into this, you might want to rethink Too Human. You might want to rethink a reboot of Rise. You might want to think of what you can possibly do with a cameo. You might want to do that. But hopefully, I'm looking forward to the launch. I'm curious to see what people, because the thing is, I want to see when I turn on my PlayStation that day, how many of my friends are going to be online and how many of them are going to be playing this game. There'll be a lot of talking, but there won't be a lot of playing on my friends list. So we'll see. How's my hype level? Critic? My hype level, all right. My hype level for look at Kratos, right? This is my hype level for God of War. It's off the fucking charts. It's off the charts. I'm looking forward to it. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Do not let me down. I want this shit. My PSN ID is Kid Nerd Smooth. Kid Nerd Smooth. God of War, let's do a prediction. The Metacritic's a 94. It's going to be game of the year for one simple fact. One simple fact is going to be game of the year. It's going to be game of the year because I predict that Rockstar will have intrusive microtransactions, pay to win type shit in their game, and it might be enough to wake people up and turn them off to drop the review scores. That's what I predict. I just predict that Rockstar has one thing to fuck up. They're already raping people in the ass with Grand Theft Auto, and people are still just living there like, Rockstar, Rockstar, right? But Red Dead is going to do it. It's going to do it. God of War will actually sell. It's going to sell. I think God of War is going to sell. I got God of War selling with the hype they doing. And its launch window is going to do 2.3. 2.3 million. 2.3 million. It'll do 7 million a lot faster than Horizon did. I mean, I don't think it's gonna do 7 million on launch. I think it'll do 2 point. I think it'll do a high ass number at release, like 2.3, and from there it'll just go on. 7 million by the end of the year. By the end of the year, okay. I don't think Horizon did not do 2.6. That probably was its worldwide number. I'm talking about U.S. numbers. Also, that's probably what its worldwide number. I don't think it did 2.7 its first week locally. Probably worldwide. Then if Horizon did 2.7 this first 2 weeks, then yeah, then 2.3. I think God of War can do that in a week. And he got Uncharted. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe it could eclipse 3 million. If that's what they're doing, is that what they're doing? Shout out to the follower I just got on PlayStation. Why are you blocked? Where are you blocked at? I don't. If I see you, you're not blocked. Are you blocked on Twitter? Is there one place? Is there a PlayStation 4 exclusive that broke 10 million yet? Why just the U.S. number? Because that's, bro. I'm sorry. That's all I like. That's all. When I see, I feel like the U.S. numbers is a big indicator of what, like, what's popping. I mean, I've never heard somebody make a big deal of shit going like platinum in Japan but flopping here. You know what I mean? Yo, Addict, there's another challenge in play. Talk to Jason Elliott for God of War on the hardest difficulty. Yes, I know the world is bigger than one country, but at the end of the day, what? All right. What did the last God of War sell in Australia? When people talk about when you hear about numbers. And most of these numbers that you're hearing about is fucking U.S. North America number, or they pick like three. There's like really 3 territories that's responsible for a majority of these sales. Come on, stop with this whole worldwide sales. They don't even report worldwide sales like that. When you usually get in like numbers, they're telling you from like U.S., U.K. to Europe. They'll sometimes tell you something, but nobody knows the grand total of games sold when you include India and Brazil and shit like that. Like, come on, there's like 3 territories that represent the whole fucking like total numbers for the most part. Damn. Because people said worldwide, so I'm bringing up Australia. Look. How many people live in Japan? Do I want to pre-order God of War Live? Do I want to? As long as it doesn't show my credit card, I'll pre-order. The only thing that's stopping me from pre-ordering this game is because like I have there's a good chance I'm getting this game early. A very good chance. And I don't want to pre-order it, get it early, and then not be able to cancel it. What the hell am I going to do with 2 copies of the game? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to pre-order it and then I mess around, get it early, and then Sony won't give me my damn refund. He said pre-order. I'm not pre-ordering. No, I'm getting it. No, I have an opportunity to get it early. You know what I do? I'll put that bitch in my cart. I just won't check out. Damn, I just can't add this shit to my cart. Nah, B. Nah, I don't trust that. All of a sudden, when you pre-order the game, the cart ain't no cart system in here. Get the hell out of here, dog. Nah, B. Pre-deleted. Oh man, y'all crazy. B, I got it. I like to be there day one with everybody else, bro. Yo, if I do not have the game before or by April 18th, I'll pre-order it on April 18th or April 19th. No, I'm not doing that if I know for a fact I can get that shit. They better make a story DLC. The way that they made this game, there's no reason why. They should. Wait a minute. The DLC is only the season pass or the deluxe edition is only $10 more than the regular game. So there might not be any expansions unless it's going to be free. Goldface, you just added me. The Stone Mason edition. Nobody's speaking about what God of War is going to do to an Xbox game. I mean, I don't like God of War. I'm expecting God of War to sell anything Xbox without, because the Xbox, for what I know as of right now, don't have a large AAA on deck other than like Sea of Thieves, and you know what I mean. We only know the player count. Otherwise, for as of today, there's no announcement on any AAA game that you could expect to sell anything. I mean, State of Decay 2 is going to do what it's going to do. And if Crackdown does make it, I mean, it may do some numbers. We don't know. But like I said, look at the marketing and the budget behind these. It would be a crime for God of War not to sell. Like, it'll be a crime for this thing not to sell. It would be a crime. You see the marketing, you see the advertisement, you see the promotion. It's like, if you push your shit out, if you want your shit to sell, it will sell. If you want your shit to sell, it will sell. God of War can technically sell itself. So you know it's gonna break records. It can sell itself, but all this extra promotion and these reviews, all that's gonna help. All that's gonna help. Should look into you, because man, I'm not really into that Yakuza shit, honestly. Yeah, go get it and I'll turn it on. I'm not really into that Yakuza stuff type thing. It will sell, but not in Saudi Arabia and other parts of the Middle East. Can they actually sell it in those parts of the Middle East, bro? Missing out on some fire. Then are you talking about Yakuza? Nah, B. Them Yakuza games seem goofy as hell. I'm all about opening, and I play Yakuza 6 at PAX East. I'm all about opening my horizons, but there's some games I'm just like, nah. Nope. Not for me. Not today. You gotta be, any game I have to be committed to, I'm not fucking around with. Time is of the essence. Days are going by quicker. If I have to commit my time to a genre or a type of a game that I wasn't feeling in the first place, nah, B. Give me a 6-hour campaign and we good. I'll rock with you. Then I might invest an additional 6 to 8 hours and then an extra 10 to 12 hours depending on how good that game is. I'm not jumping into uncharted waters with fucking upon hours of goofy shit, dude. See, Blandrew, You said if you don't want to jump into God of War for too many entries, you definitely don't want to jump into Yakuza. But the thing is, anybody can jump into this God of War. Because this, I don't think this is anybody can jump into this God of War because it's a different game. Like I said, if this was God of War 4 or God of War Ascension 2 or some shit like that, then I would, it's just like, so, whatever. But I think anybody, it's a start. This has nothing to do with any of the God of Wars, of the other God of Wars. All we know is Kratos. Not even the actors the same. Not even the actors the same. They don't got the same weapons, and they actually gave him some color. They gave him this man a tan. Dude used to be ashy as hell. They went out of their way to make Kratos white in previous games, but they couldn't do that this time around. They gave him some tone. What's up? I think mommy brought it with her to work. That's why.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
I'll put it on the TV. Just let me know. I'll be out there in a second.
Okay. How do you watch my show?
All right, I'm going to put it on.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So, but no real talk though. I think a lot of people jumped the gun on these God of War reviews. I mean, because I haven't seen the hate that people claim to be seeing though. I've not seen the hate. I've not seen any of the hate. I think everybody gave God of War the proper respect it deserved. It looks good. You know what I mean? However, in one of the review shits, yo, I ain't gonna lie. And this is not a bad thing because I enjoy the game, right? I enjoy the other games. I saw, believe it or not, I saw climbing. Like Uncharted style climbing. I saw that in the game. And I was like, okay. I feel like this God of War has borrowed from every other PlayStation exclusive franchise since because God of War is like one of the oldest franchises. God of War is older than Uncharted, is older than The Last of Us, is older than a lot of these new franchises that PlayStation has. And for this game, it has I feel like it borrowed from a lot of its peers, from its first party peers. So that noise. I think all the reviews are coming out. I mean, it may break 100 reviews, but I think all the reviews are out. I think this 94 is going to stick. I don't think it's going to go down or up. I think this 94 is going to stick. Kratos somewhat climbed walls in every game. The climbing they shit had him doing it just look all too familiar, bro. All too familiar. Yo, Omar, if you missed anything, talk to Jason Elliott on Twitter. There's another challenge proposed. But, spoiler alert, they said there's a lot of indication that the boss fights in God of War isn't that bad, and actually the final boss fight might be the weakest boss fight in the game. Because, just from what I heard in some of these reviews. Climbing's not new. I mean, just the way that it looked, it just looked like Uncharted. I mean, I'm not gonna jump at the game, and just because people point out things they see in the game does not mean they're hating or they're talking bad about it. Never that. It's not bad. We're just pointing it out. Just like when I was talking on Twitter that Spider-Man didn't have like a day and night cycle. That wasn't like me shitting on a game. That was me just pointing it out. It had nothing bad to say about it. Hold on though. I think I'm like, hold on. I gotta get ready to go. I've been lollygagging. I ain't have anything of importance to say since I started this damn stream. But yeah, God of War reviews 94 is a day one purchase. It's validated. Stop the trolling. And if you're damage controlling, stop the damage controlling. Shit has nothing to do with platforms. Shout out to Sony and Sony Santa Monica for the confidence of allowing the embargoes to lift this fucking early and backing it up with these high ass fucking scores. And I swear to God, I'm gonna say this once. If any of you who did this review, just because were gifted the game early and you're just blowing smoke, you're doing the industry a disservice, because that would be really, really, really fucked up. Even though I think the game's gonna be great, but we've had shit in the past where, because these journalists were blessed to go to Konami and play in a concentration camp, and they tell everybody the game is great, and the game's not like far from it. We've seen that happen with Metal Gear Solid. We've seen that happen with a couple of games that came to have these crazy high scores, and it was a disconnect between the user and the journalist. But I don't think God of War would be doing that. I mean, I'm sure some of these reviews are just kissing ass. But I don't think the game is going to be bad or anything like that. But in the rare case that this is what they're doing, it is completely wrong, and they should come clean. All right. Oh yeah, Fallout. Yeah, that was one of them. Fucking garbage. But D Almighty's Power don't come on. That's true. Shit like that happens. That shit happens in real life. They'll be put in a controlled environment to play the game. Now, God of War, I don't think anybody had to fly out to play God of War. I think they sent them the game. But people will do that. Will give favorable reviews just on a mirror of them being accepted to give the review. You know what I mean? Or what Konami did, which was their control camps, they had people review games in, which was crazy. I don't sound dumb, but he's talking about Spitfire. But thank you guys for watching, though. I'm out of here. I'll talk to you if I happen to get this game pretty early. You will definitely see. I'll be on YouTube unboxing that bitch. Peace, though.